Tourist? You there? Hello, tourist? You there?
Yeah. What is it?
Something's really been bugging me. I'm wondering if you could dig up some answers.
I'm game. What do you need dug up?
I need some information on what happened to the people who were in the reserve with me. The other members of my squad. Bunker to handle, analyzed the systems, and we were able to pinpoint the issue. They went off to fix it and left me behind. But then the whole place locked down, the inside. And
Why do you need to know?
honestly, what happened to my friend Kenneth is what concerns me the most. We were close. The other three...
Tell me about your friend Kenneth.
He was like a big brother to me. Stood up for me when everyone else...
What do you mean, out of their fuck... What happened down there?
They made a fucked up decision, okay? Kenneth and I were not cool with it, but they did it anyway. Let's just leave it at that mood to get into it. If you wander over, you can dig something up. And this is probably the best relief camp there that they were gonna search. Made it. That's all gonna help me sleep better. I'll keep my...
didn't think I'd ever see another human being again.
Is your name Kenneth?
Yeah. How do you know my name?
Caisy asked me to look for you. He's alive. In the bunker. He wanted to know what happened to you and the rest of the squad.
Casey's alive, huh? That's good to hear. I didn't give him much chance, honestly. Thought he'd have blown his brains out by now, or shriveled away to nothing. Guess I underestimated him. If you make it back to him, tell him these few things for me. Tell him he's a good guy. The guilt, it's not his. Tell him to let it all go. What happened at the bunker? He needs to wipe his brain clean. Tell him Kenneth said things right. Killed Trent, Jess, and Foster. Okay? You need to write it down or something?
I'll remember everything. Don't worry. But I am curious. What happened at the bunker?
Fuck it. I've got nothing to hide. We killed billions trying to get into the bunker. When all the shit with the dead walking started to go down, we had orders to keep everyone out of the bunker. I don't know why. It didn't make any sense. But when it got too tense, we freaked. We mowed them down. Vietnam-style shit. Casey just stood there. Like a ghost. That fuck Foster started screaming at him to open fire with the rest of us. Later I asked Casey if he fired. He said that he pulled the trigger because he was scared that if he didn't, we'd all turn on him, add his body to the pile. He said he aimed him. He begged, but he trusted me. We were friends. It's getting foggy. I don't know how many I got left.
I've heard enough, Kenneth. I'll tell Caisy we spoke. Tell him everything you wanted him to know.
That's mighty nice. Before you go to the bowling alley, blow my fucking brains out. That's the only...
You there, Casey? I'm back.
Hey, tourist. Did you discover anything?
I found Kenneth.
You did? Is he still alive?
No, he's dead. But he told me some interesting things before it was over.
Shit. Rest in peace, Kenny. My friend. What did he tell you?
He wanted me to tell you something. You want to know what he said?
Yes, of course. What did he say?
He said you're a good guy. Not to feel guilt about what happened outside the bunker. To let the massacre go. He told me all about it. From his perspective. But I am...
Well, if he told you what happened, why do you need to hear it from me? You know what you need to know, right? And you've told me my friend is dead, so we can move on, yeah?
I know it must be hard, Casey, to talk about it. But it's okay. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, you're right, tourist. It's not easy for me. There was a massacre. 3 dozen people, at least. Civilians. Right, that we should have been protecting. I should have done something to stop it, but... And now I don't sleep. I have a nervous twitch in my right hand that gets more pronounced every day, and the guilt is like a 10-ton weight crushing nest. Are you satisfied now?
Those are just facts, Casey. I already know the facts. What I need to know is your perspective on the whole thing. There's a reason why you can't sleep. You're twitching like a junk.
Okay, quit badgering me, please. Give me a second to... The whole thing escalated really fast. I wanted to scream no, but it's like a Jess. She was smiling. Kenneth hesitated. He looked right through me, like he expected me to have his back. And so he started firing in weird details. A hat, man. I can actually feel, even though I haven't touched the things.
You mentioned a hat. What hat?
There was this old man shielding his wife, new fishing hat, and I watched a flurry of bullets rip it right off. Fucking hat, I swear to God, it's the exact same hat my uncle used to wear. And the drove it into the wall, and it hung, and then it flopped onto the floor. I can't get it out of... And I keep thinking, me?
You never know for sure, Casey.
That's exactly right, tourist. And I can't fucking deal with that.
Listen to me, Caisy. Carefully. What happened outside the bunker, it's not your fault. That is clear to me. It was clear to Kenneth. You need to find...
Yeah, I know. You're right. It's not easy. Work. I can hire you to be my therapist.
I charge $300 an hour. Don't think you can afford...
Look, tourist. This little... And I've got rewiring to do electrocuted next time I use this radio. Not that it really fucking live. Without that key that has ever... This is... I'll talk to you.